just want to welcome all the members of the press who've travelled here, and it's a great pleasure to be able to welcome President Trump to the United States, to Ireland, and certainly not the first time he's been here, or in County Clare, but it's the first time he's been here as President of the United States. Only, I think, the 6th time an American president in office has visited Ireland, so we're very pleased to have you here and look forward to meeting later on.
Well, I appreciate it. The Prime Minister's done a fantastic job, and we've become friends over the last fairly short period of time, and great relationship to Ireland, I think as good as it's ever been, maybe better. Tremendous trade. We do a lot of business together, a lot of trade business together, a lot of tourism together. And maybe most importantly, you are certainly one of the leading countries in terms of people moving and living in the United States. We have millions of Irish, and I think I know most of them because they're my friends. We love the Irish. So it's an honor to be here. We'll be discussing various things. Probably you'll ask me about Brexit because I just left some very good people that are very much involved with Brexit, as you know. And I think that'll all work out. It'll all work out very well. And also for you with your wall, your border. I mean, we have a border situation in the United States and you have one over here. But I hear it's going to work out very well. I think it's both going to work out well. It's going to work out very well here. And again, both the military and the trade is such a big factor, and we're going to be discussing that very much. So it's an honor to be in Ireland with my friend, and he's doing a great job as your Prime Minister.
The main thing we want to avoid, of course, is a border or a wall between.
No, I think you do. I think you do. The way it works now is good. You want to try and keep it that way. And I know that's a big point of contention with respect to Brexit is your border. And I'm sure it's going to work out well. I know they're focused very heavily on it.
Mr. President, I don't think the Brexit will be bad for Ireland. You said it's good for the UK. But will it
No,
not be
I
bad
think
for
it
Ireland?
should be good. I mean, the big thing is going to be your border, and hopefully that's going to work out. I think it will work out. There are a lot of good minds thinking about how to do it, and it's going to be just fine. I think ultimately it could even be very, very good for Ireland, but the border will work out.
Mr. President, what do you think of our President's comments where he said your stance on climate change was pernicious and reckless?
Well, I haven't heard those comments, but you know, we have the cleanest air in the world in the United States, and it's gotten better since I'm president. We have the cleanest water. It's crystal clean, and I always say I want crystal clean water and air, so I haven't heard his comments, but we're setting records environmentally.
Mr. President, are you concerned that Ireland is not sufficiently worried about the threat from Huawei? I know that if you came up in Britain, some people worry about it in this country as well.
Well, I know that, and we deal very closely, as you know, with your intelligence and your security, and we're working on that together, and I know you're concerned like we're concerned. We're all concerned about it, so we'll have it right.
That's something that the Irish government is concerned about as well, and we've been offered some further briefings, information from the US side, just to give us a security briefing on that, and we'll do our own security analysis first, and then at the European level, but it is something that we're also concerned about.
We're working on that together, very much with not only Europe, but with Ireland.
Mr. President, you'll be spending a few days in Doonbeg. What's your plan? What will you be doing in
So we'll be
Doonbeg?
going there, and then as you know, I'm making a trip tomorrow to Normandy. We had an incredible time today. This was just something that the likes of which few people have seen anything like it. We were with the Queen and the royal family, and we were with the Prime Minister, and it was something very special. Many of you were there. I think almost all of you were there, but it's been very well covered, and it was truly beautiful. And tomorrow we go to where it all took place. We go to Normandy, and I'll be leaving from Doonbeg. I'm staying here overnight, and I thought this would be the best place. I'd love to come to Ireland and stay at Doonbeg, and tomorrow we'll be leaving and going to Normandy. So many of you will be coming with us. Say it?
Is this trip for you just about promoting your golf club?
No, this trip is really about great relationships that we have with the UK, and I really wanted to do this stop in Ireland. It was very important to me because of the relationship I have with the people and with your Prime Minister.
Mr.
President,
President,
will
will
you
you
give
give
Irish citizens access to the E3 visa? You give Irish citizens.
Yeah, we're looking at that. We almost made it last time. It was one vote, you know that, and we're looking at that. I'm sure that's something we're going to discuss. And I spoke to the one vote, who's a great senator, by the way, and he really is. He's a great senator, and we think we're going to be successful. He's a terrific person. He doesn't mean to do any harm, that I can tell you. He was telling me he loves Ireland, actually. So I think we're going to be in good shape. We had just about a unanimous vote, and if we get a unanimous vote, we do something that they've been trying to do for a long time. So I want to do that for the people of Ireland, but I want to do it for the people that are in the United States that want this vote to happen, that happen to be of Irish descent.
President Trump, as the USA's co-guarantors of the Good Friday Agreement, what assurances can you offer the government in helping to protect peace in Northern Ireland and avoid a hard border?
Well, I think what's going to happen is over the next period of time, first they're going to have to see who's going to be Prime Minister. And I think it's a very important decision. We'll see what happens over in the UK, because that's going to be decision number one, who is going to be Prime Minister. And once that happens, that person will get in and try and make a deal. And maybe if they don't make a deal, they do it a different way. But I know one thing, Ireland's going to be in great shape. Ireland is a special place. It's going to be in very good shape. I don't think the border is going to be a problem at all.
Sir, did you see those reports of executions in North Korea, the folks who were involved in your summit? Does that worry you at all that Kim would execute these people?
Well, I don't know if the reports are correct, because one of the gentlemen who we deal with is, this is North Korea they're talking about, is somebody that we know well. He's a strong man, he's a strong person, and they like to blame Kim Jong-un immediately, but they said he was killed, and he wasn't. He was at the theater the other night, so he wasn't killed. The other four people I know nothing about, but it's an interesting situation. I think that they would like to make a deal, and we'd like to make a deal with them. We'll see how it goes. It's been going pretty well, because there hasn't been testing of anything major, and frankly, there's been no nuclear testing in a long period of time. When I became president, and before that, as you know, it was all the time nuclear testing, ballistic missile testing, and now there's nothing. I think that Chairman Kim would like to make a deal, and I'd like to make a deal with him. I look forward to seeing him at the appropriate time. And again, one of the people they were talking about that was supposedly executed wasn't executed at all.
Mr. President, one last
Corporation tax.
Say it.
Are you going to talk about Ireland's corporation tax with the Prime Minister?
Well, the corporation tax, you mean the fact that it's so low? It is a very low tax, I have to agree. You know, we have our tax very, very low. But they've done a very good job in Ireland, and your Prime Minister's kept it there. And they have a lot of great companies here. They've done a good job. They should try keeping it low. I agree with that. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. We're having a meeting at 3 o'clock today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Look, I think Mexico has to step up, and if they don't, tariffs will go on, and if they go high, the companies are going to move back into the United States. That's all. It's very simple. The people aren't going to have to worry about paying the tax, because the companies are going to move back in to the United States. There won't be any tariff. As far as China is concerned, China wants to make a deal. I have no doubt about it. And every signal is they want to, and at the right time, probably that will happen. But right now they're paying many billions of dollars to the United States. We never got that before from China. And we haven't even started. It's relative peanuts compared to the numbers that we're talking about. But I think China wants to make a deal, and Mexico, wants to make a deal. They have their entire delegation right now going over to probably the White House location, but to negotiate with our people. It's headed up by Mike Pompeo and Bob Lighthizer, and Mike Pence is involved, so we have a great group. But Mexico, look, the drugs that are coming in, the people that are coming in unchecked, they're swamping up, they're coming up by the millions. Mexico can stop it, they have to stop it. Otherwise, we just won't be able to do business. It's a very simple thing. And I think they will stop it. I think they want to do something. I think they want to make a deal. And they sent their top people to try and do it. We'll see what happens today. We should know something.
Okay, thanks very much.